So my talk about was the impact on the NHS of WannaCry. I would say the three things that I would take away are the importance of making sure that leadership is true leadership when you are facing an attack. Second thing is understanding what your run book is and who should make what decisions at what point. And the third thing is the need to make sure that when you have done tests and you've done rehearsals and you've actually made sure that your run book's all in place, actually test it with lights out so that you're not doing it on a planned rehearsal. So I think recruitment and retention, like a lot of the sectors, it's hard to get really good people. And it's hard to get people from different backgrounds. You know, there's still a shortage of women in the sector. There's still a shortage of ethnic minorities in the sector. You know, we need to make sure that people from all backgrounds, all cultures, are invited to come in, and it doesn't necessarily need to be highly technical people that go into the cyberspace. So I mean, first of all, Lancaster Cyber MBA is the first one that I've seen nationally in terms of an offering. And I think from a C-suite perspective, it will take people through the sort of depth of learning. If you're the leader of an organisation that's, you know, whether it's a large private sector organisation or public sector organisation, I think if you're given that role, whether you're senior information risk owner, whether you're a CISO, if you're given the tools to be able to do your job effectively, you'll feel more comfortably discharging it. The cost of a course like that, people say, is it worth doing? The cost of remediation, because somebody hasn't known how to do the job, is significantly higher. And I think from an education perspective, if we give people the tools to do their job, then they feel more comfortable making decisions, they know that they can rely on learning, and no matter what anybody says, there is always something new. So, you know, if you get trained on something a year ago, the attack vectors, the types of attack, you know, people working from home now more, hybrid working, how many people have actually changed their wireless router at home, etc. There's loads of things that all of a sudden become completely different. So even if you've got risk appetite in place, even if you understand how your organisation works, and even though you understand all of your threats, some external factor that happens, you know, whether it's overseas war, whether it's pandemic, something will happen to change how you need to defend your organisation. So I think it's preparedness, and I think it also shows an investment in people. So if you want to retain staff, we said earlier about recruitment and retention being difficult. If people think that they're being invested in, then they'll feel more invested in the organisation that they work for. I think that if you actually give people the opportunity to do training, and you also set them in terms of actually to get to that next level, this is the type of training that we're going to give, you're actually giving them that sort of career ladder. So all of a sudden people don't have glass ceilings above them because they haven't got the right level of qualification, etc. You remove a lot of that and you actually give them the tools to be able to progress, and you actually reward people for capability and longevity. So there's definitely a shortfall. There is no way that the system as a whole, whether that's UK, whether it's Europe, globally, there are more people that are trying to attack than there are trying to defend. So cyber expertise will be in constant demand. Not everybody needs to be a technical expert to become somebody that is capable and proficient in cyber. So I think we need to get more people from a business perspective, get them the right training, get them the right technical knowledge to become efficient, but cyber shouldn't just be a technical issue. And I think getting more people from the business to be part of a cyber team, it increases your capacity, but it also it helps you to understand and make sure that you're applying the right level of control to your organisation and business.